So it's story time today. So I remember one time in my life, I was depressed for months. I was so upset and just going through a really hard time. And I remember starting to feel resentful of the people in my life. And I started kind of getting into these little arguments, with my family and friends. And my thought process was, I'd be happier, I'd be in a better place maybe if I had a better support system. And I remember kind of, calling people out and kind of lashing out. And slowly I started to get into arguments with all the people around me. And it wasn't making me feel, any happier, but I felt like, they need to know, that I'm a nice person and I'm worth investing in. And, you can do better because I would do better for you, that's how I was thinking. And I continued to be miserable for quite a bit longer. And one day I kind of just had enough of it. I was just like, I'm so sick and tired of being miserable. I'm so sick and tired of fighting out with everybody. I'm further and further isolating myself as I'm arguing with people, even though I think it's, their fault. And I just thought, maybe everybody else seems to be okay. Like they all seem kind of happy and they're going on with their lives. It's me that's not. So maybe there's something that I could do to begin to change my situation. It was really hard because, I really did feel a lot of those people could do better and support me more. But it was such a profound epiphany because what happened is I really started to look at energy and how I was showing up. And I had to look in the mirror and really face some really hard truths. And one of those hard truths was that because of my energy that I was bringing, I wasn't really creating a safe space for people to support me. If they made any little criticism, I was gonna lash out at them and tear them apart, So they were probably walking around on eggshells around me, And you can't form close bonds with people when, they're gonna react and lash out and scream or cry, at any given moment for what you say, And I say this, with all my heart that if you find yourself resonating with this, you're not alone. I've been through it and I've seen a lot of people go through it. And how we can start to change this is, number one, we start to heal. We start to learn healing meditations, a lot of healing workers out there. We heal the core wounds, right? This is not a quick fix. There's no magic pills. We have to process these emotions. We have to process this trauma. We have to really learn to love ourselves. When we really learn to love ourselves, we have a different energy about us. We stopped being the victim. We stop portraying as a victim, and we stop being that wounded warrior. And I think you know what I mean by wounded warrior. We see them when we talk to them. You talk to them, they just have this pain about them, And what's so weird and cruel about this world is that even though people have been hurt, it's their responsibility to find their happiness. It's their responsibility to heal their pain. The cool thing about this experience was, though, once I learned how to heal this pain, I never looked back. And I never, you still go backwards once in a while, but overall, I never start to control people's behavior. Other people's behavior does not influence my happiness. I know that my happiness is dependent on me and me alone. And that is the most freedom you could ever have on this planet. Because then and only then will you be able to feel loved all the time, and it won't be dependent on what people do and how much people and what attention people give you, or giving them a list of, you need to support me this and this and this and this. Like, people don't want to do that, you know what I mean? People want to be themselves, and they want to show up when they have the capacity, A lot of people are drowning in their own problems, their own life. It's not that people don't care, it's just lots of time they just have their own shit going on. So I hope some of this resonated for you today. If you're curious about how you can heal, my program is an all-inclusive course and meditation program that heals these core wounds so that you are no longer the victim in your life. You no longer go through life with this martyrdom, with this wounded warrior spirit. You show up as a healed, confident person, not trying to control other people's behavior, not trying to manipulate other people to get what you want. You just get what you want because you're showing up as somebody that's loved and that's high value and confident. Love you guys.